Okay, this video is going to be a quick walkthrough for sign up and then set up an initial sync if you're using QuickBooks Desktop. There's another video does the same thing, but it's for QuickBooks Online. So if you're going to use QuickBooks Online, you should watch the other video. So let's go ahead and proceed. We're going to click on the free account sign up, and we're going to just fill in some basic information here that it's asking. So let's put an email address. And we'll set up our password, and let's click next, and we're going to select desktop. By the way, if you mess up or you decide to change it later, you can do it. It's oftentimes just easier to start over, but if you want to convert it to the other, there's a way we can do that. We can purge your data and then have you sign up for, not sign up, but we'll switch over to the other account type. Alright, so I'm just going to put in GoToMyAccounts, but you should put in whatever your company name is, and then I'll call this Portal, sorry about that, I'm not typing good here, Portal 5, and it's allowing that. If it was taken, I'd get a little warning message. So, and okay, so we're ready to go. I'm going to click Finish, and that's going to set up my account. And it's telling me that since I'm using QuickBooks Desktop, I need to download the Sync app, and I can do that from this link. So let's open that up. And also let's go ahead and click on Portal 5. That's the URL for my portal right now. And let's get logged in. So even though I haven't set up Sync yet, I can log in. I can start doing some things. I can go in and set up some of the options and things like that. But you do kind of need, actually, you really need to be synchronized, because there's a lot of stuff you can't set up without the sync. So, for example, you can't go in and set up your payment methods because payment methods from QuickBooks will not be there yet. So, if you go to downloads, you're going to want, I would recommend to use a stable build. So you're going to download this. I'm not going to go through the install. It's very simple, like any other Windows installation. You're going to install that software. Now, once you're done installing, you're going to want to launch the Sync app. So let's get that going. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention is we need to go. We're logged into the portal. We do need to go into settings. Or not settings, account, because you're going to need the sync key. This is the key you're going to put into the sync app so that it will bind that company file with your portal account. Okay, so we have that. I copied that over, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the sync app, and since there's no key or anything yet, actually the first thing it's going to want to do, connect to QuickBooks. So you'll get this pop-up if you've ever attached anything, any application to your QuickBooks company file. You'll notice you have to authorize it, and you're going to say yes whenever this company file is open. I'm going to suggest you go ahead and click this. I know that this is not going to be required. I think later on, I think there was some old code that was still accessing, or at least was expecting this to be checked off. So for now, you can check it off, and you can probably remove it later. Alright, so we'll click continue, and this is basically just saying that the app doesn't have a digital certificate, which is just basically a way to confirm that the software you're installing is coming from who they say it is. And we don't have a certificate, so if you're gonna use this app, you gotta just install it and believe that it is GoToMyAccounts. I mean, we've been around for, gosh, what, 8 years now? So you're going to need to click yes, and click done. Okay, so now it is connected, and let's test the key. I want the key to be bound to the new account. All right, just kidding. It's already setting them all up right now. Okay, so it just set up all of the last sync date and time, which basically goes all the way back. So it's going to sync everything. So it's really ready to go. All you have to do now is click Start Sync, and it's going to go into and hit your QuickBooks company file, and it's going to send the data up to the portal server. One thing to keep in mind that I kind of tell people is if you have a relatively small account, when I say small, like if it's 100 customers, even 200 or 300, you can probably just click sync all and just have it do it all in one job. If it's more than that, I sometimes recommend that you just sync each one individually. So start with this one and then do the next, just for this first sync, because if they take a long time, what I like about that is if anything happens, it fails, you lose the connection, you're not starting over with the whole thing all over again. But this account, I don't think it has too much in here, so I'm going to go ahead and just sync all. And so that will just take a few minutes. We'll let it go here. Let's see. Yeah, there's not that much data in here. Okay, so now that all of the data has been gathered, you'll see that it created a job code here, and that means that you just wait. It's processing that at the server, and you can see some of them already done. It should just take a few more minutes, and then you'll see everything will kind of go back to the normal state where you'll see the current date and time, and that would tell me that, okay, everything is up to date, completely synchronized. So let's just wait for that. Looks like it is done. Okay, it's just going to stop. Okay, so we'll kill that. Okay, so now I'm back on the screen here of the portal, and so let's refresh and let's see if the magic happened. And it did. Okay, so we have data. Now, you might be wondering, well, how come it says 0 customers? Well, you need to understand that when you go, this is a brand new account, so if we go to account and you go to your plan, the licensing works based on total customer accounts, customers enabled, and also how many staff logins that you want to have. So the free account comes with 10 customers, so you have to go in and enable a few first. So if you go to manage customers, there'll be nothing there, but you can click up here, enable disable customers, or you can go directly from the menu right here. And when you go to this screen, you're going to get your whole list. If it's a long list, it takes a little bit, a couple seconds to load it up. And we'll just enable a couple like ABC. And let's see here. We've got a couple other test accounts we can use. Okay, that's good. So back to manage customers, and now I can see, cool. All right, I have some accounts I can work with now. So I have ABC Company, Jack Black, Team America. Okay, so I see some invoices there, and let's go to some other ones here. It looks like nothing in those. Okay, that's all right. All right, and so what else can I show you here? You'll notice nothing is enabled. That's what I was going to say. Like, there's no billing automation is not enabled, so there won't be anything in here. But that's another topic. Again, I wanted to just use this video to get you from 0 to start, to at least an account created and synchronized. So I'm going to kind of stop here. I mean, the next thing that you'd want to do from this point would be to go into your settings and configure everything, like your custom colors and logos, your email templates, your payment methods. That's very important. Maybe some regional stuff if you have a different currency or anything like that. Billing automation be kind of your last step, and that's to set up how you want customers notified, how often, who's gonna receive invoices, and how in what intervals it will happen. So that's it. I'm not going to demo functionality because that really wasn't the purpose of this video. So that's it for now. If you want to see other, how to do some of the stuff, there are other videos that will walk you through those other features.